Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm here to do Let's Make It Together 2025, hosted by Carol at Free Spirit Arts and Tammy Van Antwerp Arts. Don't forget Arts on her name because she has one channel that doesn't work anymore, and the one that is Tammy Van Antwerp Arts is the one that you use. I can't find all my things that say what we're doing today. Where are they? Oh yes, here we go. Not that one. Okay, here we go. Christmas in July. These are the hashtags. And let's make together. Christmas in July is widely used by a lot of crafters. But Let's Make It Together 2025 is hosted by Carol at Free Spirit Arts and Tammy at Tammy Van Antwerp Arts. There we go. So, Christmas in July it is. And I don't know how long this video will take me. First I have a share. Look at this jar. Isn't this about the cutest jar you've ever seen? This is from my cousin Kathy. She always finds the coolest things. But isn't he cute? He's an old clown jar. Isn't he adorable? And he has buttons and some thread, a wooden spool, a couple wooden spools in there. Very cool, isn't it? And I guess it was a piggy bank, you know, after the jam was used out of it. I think it was a jam jar. Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Anyway, I love to look at him, so he's in here looking at me. So I have made a postcard, but I've done something a little different, and I'm going to go over that with you. I have scored it here and here and trimmed it down both sides so it's the size of a postcard when folded. Okay, so what I want to do before I start adding color here, because I'm hoping I'm going to add the right color, is I want to add some Christmas paper here. Now I do have these papers that background Christmas, and let's see, it's something, you know, Christmassy, and those are a lot of floral, so I think we'll go over here and we'll take a look. Now this is one I was going to make a card out of. I think that would be very pretty. Oh, some little tags. Little circles. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? But that's too big for what I want to do. And so is that. So it looks like we might have to use the back of this one maybe. Or this one. I hate to not use that one, but here we go. So what I'm going to do is, this one is going to go up here like this and be attached to this piece up here, up above the fold line. So we will cut it to size first. I have to find a pencil. If it's a little big, then I'll trim it. Hopefully, I'd rather it was a little big than a little small, of course. But you never know how these things work. Ooh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Right there. Okay, so this one is going to go up here, like I said. Like I said, let's make sure these touch in the back. Yep, they do, so they can be sealed. So we're going to cut this one. And I'm probably going to ink that line in there a little bit, because it's very hard to see otherwise. So I'll cut it off right there. So I'm making like a Christmas letter is what this will be. And then I think on this one, no, I really want this to go this way, so we'll put it this way so it matches this. That's the idea. We can always washi tape the bottom with a Christmas paper. Okay, and it's going to go right here. So I think what I'll do is I will glue it. I think I'll get some ink for this first. Let me get some, I think maybe some blue, because there's a lot of blue around there. I gotta reach to the back of the desk here, so excuse me if my face gets in the video there and you see my giant nose. No, I don't have a giant nose. Just might look giant when I get in the camera like that. And this is Mermaid Lagoon. This one is Uncharted Mariner. Maybe we want that. That's a little bit darker. Yes, there we go. That'll frame it out nicely. And it'll frame that card out nicely too. I'm always afraid I'm going to lose these off of my finger and drop them on my work down here, and then there would be a big whoosh on it. Whatever a whoosh is. I'll tell you the size of this in just one moment. Because I printed on an 8.5 by 11. Well, but I cut it down to 6.5 by whatever the size of my little 6.5 by 8.5. And in order to get my stamp to stamp all the way around, I had to put it in the middle of the stamping board, which is here. So I had to put it in the center here to get it to stamp all the way around. Otherwise it wouldn't. So, okay, this is ink. Okay, good. I didn't want to suddenly discover that it was oxide, because then it would be a little different how it stays on the paper, or if it got wet it would take on a different look. I think that looks nice around the edge. Really, really highlights it nicely, doesn't it? Okay, let's make sure we get this side of this little fold. So how is everybody today? I have came down with some whopping migraines recently. Man, where do those things come from? They must come from out of this universe, I'll tell you. I'm glad I have meds that take care of it. Just, you know, sometimes I think I almost think, it's not quite, I don't quite think it, but I almost think that the, you get a kind of a migraine hangover, where you're nauseated, and it still aches, but it doesn't, you know, it's not like you're having somebody slam your head against a metal wall or anything anymore, but sometimes I think that the after migraine part is the worst. Because I don't know about you, but and I know a lot of us get migraines. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I always feel kind of weird after I have had a bad migraine. So, the weirdness of life. Okay, this is really for writing in here, so I don't know if I want to do that line in there or not. It's to write a letter on, so, you know, let's wait on that inking those other parts. Put that back in there. Get in there. Okay, fine, go that way. No, it won't. Fine. I was trying not to get it all over my hands. Oh well, I guess I have to. Okay, so let's glue this on. I should have put this, oh, I put it up here like this because I wanted this part framing the card out. Oh, that's pretty too. Aww, what do we do? What do we do? Ooh, ooh. We do what we're gonna do. I should have probably just did tape on this. I'm not worried about glue today. Man, I want to go back to being migraine free like I was. I don't like having migraines. Okay, well, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It has no power over me. I'm not giving it power by talking about it. So there. Let's play with this. If I keep touching it with my hands, there's not going to be any glue left on it. I want it to really match up at the top. But if it goes over a little bit, that's okay. Because if it isn't right, now I realize you can't mail this in the mail like this, but you can fold it at least and write a letter in it. It's a pretty heavy-duty cardstock. It's meant for card making. I don't know. Okay, this is going to go down there. That looks pretty too, doesn't it? Well, it's the same. No wonder it looks pretty. It's the same. Uh-oh. Got a boo-boo. Did you see it? I was way off. If the bottom's off, that's okay. I can trim that. But I need to have it in the same place. Yeah, see, it's off on the bottom there. There. So this will go that way. I think it's probably okay, but it is off. I don't want to necessarily trim it yet, but we know this is straight. And that must be straight because it goes, I don't know. Let's measure. 20, not 20, but I'm measuring at 18. So 1, 2 and an eighth maybe. I think it is off. Because right there's 2 and an eighth, and there, well, it's about the same. I don't think it's going to matter. You can always put something there. Anyway, we know what this side's for. If I don't mess it up with a bunch of stuff, and we'll put something in here. Maybe we'll put these little presents in here, down here in the corner or something. We'll put something in here. Okay. Now that I've done all that, we need to color in the bird. Now, to me, this bird looks like, just a minute, let me put this in there. It looks like a black-capped chickadee, or it could be a chestnut-backed. You can see in the chestnut, he's got chestnut hair back here, or feathers back here. And his is darker. And he has a yellow brown down here. But his chestnut goes all the way through. And he has more yellow brown down here all the way to his legs. And he carries in the white. So around here we have a lot of black-capped chickadees, and they are so curious. They're absolutely fun. Absolutely. Now I brought along felt pens. I don't know how they're going to color this, so I think I'll start on the little bitty parts like the greens and stuff like that. Because if it's bad, I'll just stop and turn off the video and it'll go away and you'll never know. Okay, so there's a light green. We might need that. And here's a grass green. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that's pretty dark. They never look like the cap, do they? Let's take a look at this one. This is olive green. Not olive. Nope. You're not the first choice. The fluorescent green we know won't work. Here's the rest of them. That's a deep olive green. Shamrock. Let's look at that. That could be getting closer to fir trees. Well, I think I'm going to have to do a mixture of greens. because this really isn't the green either of our fir trees around here. I think that looks maybe a little bit better. This one is grass green. Oh, there, that looks pretty good actually. So we could have some like pale green in the backgrounds. That's not the pale green. I'm putting pale green down, can you tell? So that could actually be kind of in the background. Got his little foot right there. And this stamp, you know, I think it might be an Amazon stamp, to be honest with you. I have to look, but I think it is, because I didn't leave the stuff out here, so. And there's some holly in here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. Like so. I think, yeah, I like this better than that funky green under there. Probably these little leaves are quite dark. And let's see. Deep green. Key lime. Oh no. No, no, no. That's deep. Here we go. Okay, I know this is not great. I'm not going for great. Okay, it looks to me like this leaf has a little fold over here. So I'm going to go with this on the outside. And then under it, I'm going to do this forest green. And then I'm just going to color it in like that. Well, it does look like I did it wrong. No. What was this color? I don't remember. Ah, there we go. A second ago I saw one of the leaves to it. I don't see. Oh, here it is. It's not that one, is it? Is it? I don't know. I should write down the colors I'm using. Okay, there's that stem. I see it again. Nope. It's the fat end. And this bird has it on his claw. That's what it is. There we go. Then we have another leaf right there. What color could we do it? Not sage. That's deep olive. That might work. That keeps changing back to the other color. That's rose red. I want old red, I believe. Yeah. Okay, now we have a pine cone back in there. I don't want him to blend with the bird, so let's pick up some kind of colors for the bird. Now, I have a black, but I don't want to turn him all black. I have a 120 black, I have a deep gray. That's a green gray. I don't think I want to put him in that. I have a warm gray. Let's see what it looks like. That could actually be this color on his back. Yes, that works pretty darn good. And then I might have to color him different because I don't want to put him all in black because he'll disappear. His eye will disappear. But let's go through and kind of outline his head a little bit. I know he has some black there. And we'll just kind of outline him here. Because I don't mind putting it down here. Because he does have quite a bit of black down here too. And we will outline his beak because their beaks are black. And let me grab my other sparkly pen. Well, I know. Oh, sorry. It's a big noise. Don't think I have a nice sparkly black for an eye. I do have it in a pen though. So I'll grab a sparkle pen. And we'll give him a sparkly eye. Oh, what did I do with it? Well, I'll be darned. I can't think of where I put it. Well, my goodness. Oh, I see him. Close by, under my desk. Sorry about that. Well, I guess it's kind of a gray. The glitter gray, not a glitter black. I thought I had a glitter black, but... Boy, that really is gray, isn't it? But we're gonna put it in here. There we go. Now, let me get the black pen and kind of add some ink in there. Let's see. There we go. Okay. that's probably about as black cap as he's gonna get. And I'm gonna put something on there to make it pop, but it's gonna have to dry first. Okay, so now we need kind of a yellow, maybe it's, here's a walnut. No, that's, it looks really green to me. Kind of this color underneath. Kind of a yellow brown. Nope, that one says it's brown gray, but my goodness, it looks green, doesn't it? Okay. And his wings are kind of a warm gray, but let's go this gray. Nope, too gray. We can outline with it though. Let's see. Cool gray. Yeah. It's still with the black on there and everything. And now we need some pine coney colors. Oh, we got another wing bar coming down here. What's your wing bar doing out of there? This one? That one? I don't know. It's part of his wing is sticking down here. Part of his feathers. Okay, so we got a pine cone in here. Doesn't really look like a pine cone, does it? Well, I wish he looked better. I wish. I might have a sparkly thing that I can put for an eye. Let's look. So I'm looking in this box. That's what I'm going to do. I have a white pearl. Tiny one, that would work. That's way too big. You could have a blue eye. The eyes are going to blue blue, mister. He was a one-horn flying little birdie bird. No black in there. I love those. I may not have a tiny black. Got tiny purple. You could have purple eyes, pink eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes, gold eyes. No black eyes. See any colors that are teeny tiny. It's more blue. You know, I just don't buy the color black very often. Oh, I do have these though that would make great berries. Look at that. I'm just going to use stickles. Could use these. I didn't suspect that I would have a black, but I was sure hoping I did. Green, you could have green. And brown is just, oh man, it's in one giant eyeball. That purple is the perfect size. Yeah. Nope. Well, I was sure hoping. I probably do have a little tiny bead that I could use though. No, I don't want to use this. It's a good idea though. Let me look at them. Let me just see. Do I want those? Just to raise them up a little bit? Or should we just put stickles on them and paint them in? Red. And then for snow I have diamond. Stardust is my favorite, and there's frosted lace. For the snowflakes, we'll do some of this. Gotta scoop my chair in. Oh gosh, I've had you here 40 minutes. I'm so sorry. Let's put these on there just for something a little different. But before we do those, no, because I can turn that around and do those. Okay. We're going to do this. Eek! A little nervous. It's got a piece of paper or something on it. Now anything with a bump on it, then it changes how you mail it. So just be aware of that. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, looks like I have to go to a little bigger one for that one. That's okay, because it's sticking up more. Because I need the two little ones for right here. There. Now, two little ones. I'm not too keen on grouping things in two. So I'm going to put a third one on this. Right here, I guess. Okay, get off of there. Okay, I think I'll put a third one right here too. It's just, we've been so well trained, I guess. Should put things in threes. Okay. Here we go, threes. There, I like that better anyway. Okay. So let's turn this around. We're going to add stardust stickles to the snowflakes. Okay, you can see the snowflake under it, so that kind of helps keep the snowflake pattern there, and then you can see through the stickles. And you just got to make sure you get all the way down to the bottom of them there. Hope you can see this. Hope I'm in the right place. Excuse me. And then, what should we do? I think I might take the gold pen and go around there. Make sure it's not in this drawer. Ouch. Solid gold. Where are you, gold pen? I don't want it to quit on me. That doesn't look very gold. I don't like that. I'm not doing that. Does not look right at all. I remember now that I did not like the gold pen because it looked kind of weird. That looks more like the gold I would want. This is metallic brown. And this is glitter brown, which won't go. I think I ended up using the glitter yellow or something. Let's see what it looks like. No, that wouldn't work. That won't look gold either. Only if you go over the metallic. Does it look right? I'm gonna have to get some new pens, I guess. What I need is a glass mat under this crazy chair. I wish that gold would work. Oh, I do have another gold pen. Let's see. Let's look here. There we go. How about that? Got some of the glitter on me from the... Oh, Ange. You can do better than that. Boy, once you get off on the on the line, it's off. Not as steady as I used to be either. So that kind of changes things. There we go. I am so sorry about my cough. I've been like having allergies all day. Maybe it's the allergies that cause the migraines, you know. Just get sick of everything after a while. Okay. What do we think? Let me take a drink of water. That worked out better, I think. There we go. I like that. And let's see. Let's go up here and color in his hat with some glitter red. And we always get a suit under here that's red. And then what else? Maybe this stamp would have some red. What do you think? Good enough? Usually that's not red or anything like that, so we'll just leave that. And then there we go, wishing you a Merry Christmas. So we have to let that dry. And so we will stop there and say goodbye for today because I've had you an hour. It took an hour to do this. Oh my goodness. That is just crazy, isn't it? Craziness, craziness. So, I'm going to let you go for today and tell you that this is my Christmas letter card. And can't turn it over and do anything else with it right now because it's wet. I don't want my little stuff to fall off. So, there we go. What do you think? Look at my little chickadee. Got some sparkles in it with the snowflakes and the stuff in it. It's hard to see though, isn't it? I gotta get better lights like I used to have. I don't know how I did it, but it sure was better. I think it was because my lamp back here, it was up above the camera, and it put down right on here, and that was good. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you then. Bye.